Take this money, invest it. That's what the dude on Shark Tank does. His name is Kevin O'Leary. He has 10.1 billion under management. He's managing somebody else's money. That's the game. That is the game. We ain't taught that game.
No, we not.
Right? So the next level, build a fund. He's doing a fund. What about the guy named Robert F. Smith, the brother?
Yeah.
250 billion under management.
Wow.
He just managed a technology fund. He said, give me some money. So the real game is, can you just give me some money at a high level? Give me some money.
So how would I be, like, for instance, if I was trying to do, how would I be able to get to that point for somebody that's watching? Like, I get, like, let's say if I get I set up everything, my corp, because there's a lot of people that's just at the, cleaning the credit level and getting funding level. And this is another level right here.
Oh, this is the level.
But how do they be able to, like, okay, my shares, right? How would I get people to want to give me money? Like, is it a way I got to set up the company the right way, or is it like, what would I have to do?
This will blow your mind.
Yeah.
The information that they don't teach us. They should teach us this stuff in high school.
For sure.
Guess what? Have you ever heard of a Lehman's agreement?
No.
I was explaining that to my man here a little while ago.
Yeah.
There is a company that's called the Boutique. A lot of people may have seen that movie called The Boiler Room.
Yeah.
And after that was Wall Street. And after that was The Wolf of Wall Street, right?
Yeah.
Gordon, who lives in L.A., right?
Yeah.
Right? These are real people. This is real stuff. The Boiler Room, they have them in Costa Rica. They have them in Mexico. They have them in New York. They have them in L.A., right? Richard Gasby is the one they made the movie about in San Diego. So guess what? There's a company that's called a boutique now. They don't call them boiler rooms anymore. They call them boutiques because that movie gave it a bad name. But what do? They take your company and they take your share, your stock certificates that I'm going to show you right here. This is a stock certificate.
A stock certificate.
This comes for $125. You buy this book on Amazon called A Corporate Kit.
A corporate kit.
This is a stock that comes with these things called a stock certificate. This is your millions. You take this and you give it to a boutique. You know what they do?
What?
They have something called a Lehman's agreement. Say on your right-hand side, you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On your left-hand side, you say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If they raise the money for you.
Wow. So they raise the money for you.
They get the money for you. So we out here talking about Section 8. We out here talking about, man, get 25,000 from Chase. That's game. These people go in, if they raise you one, it's called a Lehman's agreement.
Right.
There are many agreements. I'm just saying this one. If they raise you $5 million, if they raise you $1 million, they get 5%. If they raise you $2 million, they get 4%. 3 million, 3%. Right. Anything over $4 million that they raise you is 1%. They raise you $1 billion, they get 1%. Damn. So you don't even have to work. You just raise the money. Now, Obama went in and said, you don't need a broker dealer. That's called the Jobs Act. He said you could take this and you could open up a place in the Philippines and have a call center of your own and have them just call people saying, hey, would you like me to, I'd like to send over some information on my company. Would you like to invest? So you got guppies, whales, and institutional investors. So a guppy, he's like a doctor. He'll get like $100,000 to 100,000 to $1 million.
Right.
A whale will give you like 10 million, 100 million. An institutional investor like Sony, they'll give you $1 billion based on a 504 Regulation D, and you can look this up. A 504 Reg D under the SEC is a paper that they give you and say, okay, we allow you to go and raise that money. With a 504, you can raise up to $10 million. So that's what I say you should do first.
Right.
Then once you have a successful raise, right, then you can do a 506. That's unlimited. You can raise unlimited money. So all you really saying is, can you give Willie some money? Not me. Can you give Willie some money? That's the game.
Right. You prefer a C corp or a S corp?
A C corp is definitely C. See, they don't teach us this. So a LLC means limited liability.
Right.
Limited liability. So why would you go out and go to the bank talking about I'm limited? They ain't gonna lend you no money.
Right.
You go get basic. You go
Yeah.
to somebody, you go to a lady or a guy, whatever your thing is. You know what I'm saying? And you say, hey, we've been talking for a while. Maybe you should exchange numbers. We got a lot of energy, a lot of synergy. Okay. Or okay, whatever.
Right.
And you say, okay. She pull out a number or whatever, and you say, but I want to be straight with you. I'm a straight up guy. Say, what's that? He says, I'm limited.
I'm limited. Right. Yeah.
I'm
You're
limited.
right.
And you know what else?
You're right.
Say, what's that? I got liability. Say, what, you got an ankle bracelet on, but the police after you? What you mean? Your baby mama? What you?
Yeah.
You know what she gonna say? I forgot I left a pot on the stove. I gotta go.
Right.
Well, babe, what about that number? I'll see you around. She get in the car with your limited self. Bye. Bye.
Yeah.
That's what the bank gonna say to you. I know. I used to teach some of these guys.
Damn.
So now everybody's saying at least they smart enough to know to not do it on their own, they self, because you are the 85%. You're not a part of the game. You're a person. They own you as a corporation, right? There's two United States of America. There's the United States in America, the area of America, North America, and then there's the United States of America. That's Washington, D.C. And that's a corporation out of Delaware because they don't want to have liability. So they're smart when they made this whole thing up. So that's private and public. What most of us dealing with is the public side of understanding. We think we got to work. But this thing here is a C corporation. See, an LLC is limited. That's for protection, limited liability.
Right.
So banks don't like lending. They give you a little bit of money, 100,000, 200. What? Okay, that's baby. But they're not gonna give you that big money, and you're limited. You can't go to the top, like I just explained.
Yeah.
You can't go in and use those stock certificates and raise millions.
Right.
So a C corp, not an S corp. An S corp is for investors. The investors say, hey, I want to invest in your company, but I don't want to be a part of your company, the capital gains. I just want to invest. Say, that's what I got. I got an S corp. So if you don't have investors, why you got an S corp? Why you got S corps? We're not taught. But Superman, Superwoman is the C corp. They call it a mama corp because it's shaped, mama C, right?
Yeah.
So you put everything, you take the mama. This is purposely made to get money. Nobody never teaches us, but this is called a special purpose entity. It's a person, an entity, corpse, body, dead thing. You raise it up, you smell, touch, hear, and feel for it. You don't have a conscience. So you come in, I'm just an officer. Like United States is a corporation, says, you bomb that place over there, you're going to jail. The president says, I didn't do that. United States of America did that. Well, since they own you, when you're born, you're a citizen. They make you a citizen. They make you a corporation. And now they take money and put bonds on you. United States bonds, put a lot of money in one of your accounts. 12 Federal Reserve banks. Just turn over your social and see where your money is. That's your corporate number on the back. So now you go in, I think Atlanta is like, C is Atlanta.
Yeah.
So all your money is in Atlanta. So you got 12 of them, depending on where you live. So now they hold your money, and then they use those bonds to borrow from the Federal Reserve Bank. They borrow their money based on you working. So all federal money goes in to pay the United States debt, all federal money, all federal tax. So since they own you as a corp, they're not going to give you as much as they give a corp because it's a separate thing. So
Right.
you need to own your own corp so you could be the same thing as the president.
Right. So how do you build up a corp, like a C corp? Like if a person was starting from scratch, is it better to buy age, or is it just better to,
Well, it's a good question. So
uh,
basically, banks don't like rookies.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't like risky and they don't like rookies. So you walk in the bank talking about, I want to borrow, some money. They're going to say, first thing they're going to say is two questions. Age, how old are you?